Okay, guys. Okay, welcome from wherever you are. Good evening, good morning to some, good afternoon to others. We are live, baby, from right here in Manchester, UK. We are about to share some information with you on how you can get a piece of the pie. So go ahead and reach out to your people. You know, we're about to show you something that you can pass down to generations. This is the new way how we do money, not just spend money, but how we also make money. It's time for you to be at the forefront of this conversation and think about it. I wonder why you might not even know this information. Might be intentional. So go ahead and reach out to you people. Make sure everybody can hear the sound of my voice. Let's go. So just before I even get into it, let me just introduce myself. My name is Maren, also known as Miss Maren UK, again, live here in sunny Manchester. And I'm about to bring you some amazing information. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you guys. I'm not going to waffle and beat around the bush. I'm going to get straight to the point today. Like I said, this is a freedom call. You might say freedom from what? Wow, freedom from those debt letters. Does anybody understand what I'm talking about? Freedom from not having enough, freedom from robbing Peter to pay Paul, you know, freedom from having more month left at the end of your money. I'm about to free you up like Harriet Tubman. I'm coming for you. I've come back for you. About to give you the roadmap for the Underground Railroad out of your situation, out of that entanglement of those debt letters, those red letters, those negative balances. Go ahead and mute out for me if you can. Thank you so much. So without further ado, why did I say yes? Well, I said yes because I was tired, of living paycheck to paycheck myself. I had very little choice at that time because I was working for in a contract role actually for. Sorry, go ahead and mute your lines. Thank you so much. I was in a contract role at the time. I was a project manager. I was earning great money, you know, really good money daily, working for none other than the great Gary Neville. But when they told me the contract's finished, that was it. That was it. There was nothing else. And I just said, you know what? I don't want to be in this situation again. So I said yes to being able to make money in a $6.7 trillion a day industry. I said yes, you know, to being able to fire my boss. You know, I didn't want to be in that position again. I said yes to being able to make money from my smartphone. So I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what I said yes to. Go ahead, please, and all keep your lines unmuted, just so we can respect the integrity of the call. So who are we? Like, what am I going on about? What did I say yes to? Like, what is this? You might have been invited onto this call by someone who thought highly enough of you to do so. So who are we? Well, we are Rich University. Rich University. You might be thinking, is that a traditional school? Don't think I've seen that one. I mean, is it some kind of online thing? Well, yes, we are based online, and our mission is to impact nations and generations. And we have a big goal, part of why you're here today, because we want to reach 1 million families. Like I said, it's not all about being free by yourself. You want to bring your people with you, you know. And our company, Rich University, stands on 3 solid pillars: relationships, residual, and results. And this beautiful lady that you see before you is the amazing, great Dr. China Bethley, founder of Rich University. Someone who I've got a personal relationship. I've been blessed to know Dr. China for over 10 years now. Please go ahead and mute your lines. Please go ahead and mute. 1 second. There we go. Thank you guys so much. I know everybody's new to this Zoom live right now, and people just keep slipping. And make sure your cameras are off as well, especially if you don't want to be seen. We don't want any oops moments and going viral for all the wrong reasons. So like I said, the beautiful lady you see before you, she is the founder of Rich University, which was a vision given to her by God. And I can bear witness to that. Like I said, she's not just my sister, she's not just my mentor, but she's my sister and friend. I've known her for over 10 years. You know, she lives in Atlanta, Georgia, where I met her, where I lived and spent some time many years ago. She hails from the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. You know, she's basically, you know, she's pretty much a big deal. I mean, not only has she shared some stages with the likes of Les Brown and Bob Proctor and mentored by the late, great Miles Monroe, but she's also the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award given by Barack Obama, the 44th President of the United States of America, for entrepreneurship. She's a United Nations ambassador, but like many of you out there, she's also a wife, a mother of three. You might ask, how can she even do anything like this with, being a mother of three? Two very beautiful small babies who had the pleasure of seeing and being born, being at their birth. But she's an amazing, mighty, powerful woman of God, always been about preparing the kingdom, always kept it 100. And she's basically the reason that I was even introduced to this space. So, I give her every thanks for that. So let's see exactly what it is that I'm actually going to be showing you guys today. So you've heard a little bit about, who we are, but exactly what does that mean? What do we do? What does, what is that? What is a Rich University? What do you get there? So here at Rich University, we provide an elite level of education and information. Now you might say, Miran, that sounds good, but what do I need this information for? Well, I'm showing you something right now on the screen. You might see these 4 little categories. That's actually a cash flow quadrant, which was created by Robert Kiyosaki, the New York bestselling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and the cash flow quadrant. And this is basically how everybody on God's green earth, earns their money, how they make money. So every single one of you on this call, including myself, we fit into one of these 4 quadrants. But the question is where? So the quadrant is split up into 2 sides, the left side of money and the right side of money. Over here on the left side of money, you have 95% of the population, 95% of the people. And 95% of the people happen to share only 5% of the wealth. I'll say that again, 95% of people, that's the majority of the whole wide world, share 5% of the wealth. Why? How? Well, that's because most of us probably on this call, myself included, like I said, when I was in project management, I was an employee. I was exchanging my time for money, my time and my effort, for an income. That meant if I didn't work, I didn't get paid. So if I didn't go to work, then it was, the money wasn't being put in my bank account. It was purely from my efforts and, the things I do. And many of you, 60% of the world find themselves in this situation. And most people want to go from this side of, from this position to go ahead and being their own boss, being self-employed. Something that is a dream of most of us and something that's... Oh, sorry, please go ahead and mute out your lines. Please mute out your lines. Thank you so much.
Zoom.
Please mute out your line, Winnie. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thanks, guys. So many of you might be in the position where you're in employment and you want to go ahead and elevate to the next level, and that might be working for yourself. And this is a great achievement. And basically, the fact of the matter is, when you do work for yourself, you make more money, but you don't really necessarily have a lot of time to enjoy it. And we're talking about people like, even doctors and lawyers, they're technically classed as self-employed, because if the doctor doesn't show up to the surgery and if the lawyer doesn't show up to court, then they also don't get paid. And though they are, like we said, earning a higher level of money, which is a goal for a lot of us, in life. I mean, people said, go to school, get a good job, become something like a doctor or a lawyer. That was like the pinnacle. That's the information that we were privy to. We thought, that was the be all and end all. But there's another side to this, guys. There's another side, like I said, to this quadrant, the right side of money, where 5% of the people share 95% of the wealth. Whoa, wait a minute, Miran. So you're telling me that the other 5% of the world are actually enjoying 95% of the wealth? Like, seriously, I need to know, like, what are you talking about? Well, we're talking about business owners. Business owners are people that have systems in place that are working for them, and they can build assets. And I'm not talking about you business owners like, you might own a hairdresser, or, unless you're Vidal Sassoon, someone like a Jeff Bezos or, a Richard Branson. They're the kind of business owners I'm talking about, that have got systems in place that don't have to actually physically show up to their business location. I've got many a Virgin train and caught many a Virgin flight, but Richard Branson's never checked me in at any check-in desk. Round the corner from where I live, there's the Amazon store. Jeff Bezos has still not been there yet, but his company doesn't fold. It's still going on. In fact, he's probably checking in on his employees from a private island somewhere. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about business owners. That's the kind of, 4% of the world. Now, the other 1% that make up this 5% are what we call investors. the information that they've been given, that they've been privy to, that has afforded them the ability to have money working for them. That means that they have unlimited income potential. Their earning potential is, their trajectory just keeps going up and up, because they don't, their money, they've put their money on assignment, they've put their money to work. And that is basically the kind of information, you know, that is normally provided to the elite, that we're actually going to provide to you right here. So like we said, we're providing you an elite level of education and information. Speaking of education, most people in the world, also 75%, went to public school, which is nothing wrong with that. I went to a public school. What does that mean? That just basically means it's kind of a free-for-all. So the information that's given is basically dictated. Everybody's got the same information that basically is teaching them how to be a good employee. So you go to public school, you get the information that basically lands you on the left side of the quadrant. It's by design, guys. It's not an accident. And then you do have those people who, you know, have had the privilege of going to private school. That's 22% of the population. Private school gives you a higher level of education, probably will lead you to being, you know, like your high level doctors, lawyers, and high level professions, but there's still no guarantee. What do I mean by that? That means just because you get a private education, it doesn't mean that you're handed, you know, these high level professions on a platter. But then there's also, like I just spoke about, there's elite level information that is given to people from the, you know, from that are elites. We're talking about people like your royal family, your Prince Charles, you know. I'm sure that the information that he got is much higher level and much more, you know, going to put him in a better position than those on the 95% on the left side. So normally you have to be born into wealth to get this kind of information. That's why, you know, you probably will be thinking, well, what are you going on about? Why have I never heard of this? Well, like we said, it is by design. So what do we offer here? So we told you that we give you an elite level of information education, but what exactly does that look like? Well, that looks like mentorship, guys. We have a private community where we have $1 million mentorship from people who have actually already achieved the kind of success and the kind of things that you would like to achieve in this space. Basically, that's like going to a Serena Williams and asking her, you know, can you teach me tennis? Most people are not afforded that kind of opportunity, but here at Rich University you have that privilege that you are actually mentored by people who are multiple 6- and 7-figure earners. Not just that, guys, we have academies here. We have a high level of education, like going to your Oxford or your Cambridge here in the UK. We've got our Forex academies, our digital currency academies, where you will learn about cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, things that you might have heard flying about, and you might be thinking, well, what's all that about? Well, here you can actually get, you know, a full education, a full course on those things in our high level elite academies. We also have higher frequency binary options, and also we have the opportunity for you guys to learn about online business. This is basically where you can get market share. Online business right now is the most Googled thing. You know, we're talking about it being in the middle of a pandemic where people are wanting to work from home, and you get to buy into $1 million franchise. It's absolutely game changing. It's amazing. And we also have, you know, exclusive things to our community, such as our rich trading plan, which allows you to grow your account 10% a day. We have our exclusive Tokyo China concept, which I will talk to you a bit in a little while. And we have our amazing nightclub and now our day club, where we trade Forex, cryptocurrency, and higher frequency options. And you'll find out what all those things mean in just a moment. So, okay, I've been going on quite a bit, and you might think, okay, Maren, okay, but what actually are you saying? You keep saying this word, but what is Forex? What are we talking about here? Now, you might have heard this word and seen this word flying about. No, it's not for your ex. No, it's not as in the number 4 and an X, like the size of a man's t-shirt. It's actually an acronym for foreign exchange, guys. That is what Forex stands for. And whether you know it or not, most of you, more or less everybody, participates in the Forex industry. You just probably don't benefit. Well, you're probably not benefiting from it, but this today you're going to find out how you actually can. And all foreign exchange is the exchange of 2 currencies. So if you've left the country before, you know, here we're in the UK, we use pounds. And if you've ever gone to, you know, Spain, you know, in Europe, if you've ever gone to Dubai, you know, anywhere outside of the UK, you'll find that your pound is redundant. It doesn't take you very far. You can't pay for your Uber, you can't, go to a restaurant, and you can't, bring your £20 notes and your £5 notes. What you actually have to do before you travel is go to, say, a post office or, a bureau de change. You might go to one of those kiosks at the airport, and what you will do, you'll give them a sum of money and you will buy another currency. So that kiosk, that, bureau de change sells you another currency for what is acceptable where you're going. And there is a rate, an exchange rate that takes place. That's basically, their commission, what they receive. Well, you can actually benefit off that exchange rate and receive, a very, very handsome income from it. Now, the Forex industry, the foreign exchange market, is actually the largest financial market in the world. Most of you guys might have heard of like the London Stock Exchange and things like Wall Street that are billion-dollar industries. They turn over billions. Well, the foreign exchange market is actually the largest financial market in the world. It turns over $6.7 trillion a day, guys, a day. That's because it's where money lives. It's all the money in the world. It's countries doing business with other countries. It's a global market. It's never crashed. It's as old as time. It's been going since, 4 AD? So don't think that I'm trying to, give to you some jumped up quick, get rich quick scheme. This is solidified. Like I said, there's been the billionaire boys who have been doing this. Those elite have been doing this for generations. It's just new to us. So welcome, come in, take a seat. We've got a seat at the table now. We've bust down the door to get this info, and we're giving it to you. It's the most liquid market in the world. It operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. We can operate that from our smartphone device. If you've got Wi-Fi and a smartphone or a laptop, something like that, you guys can actually take part in this and actually benefit from it. And most of you might not know that while you're sleeping, the central banks and financial institutions, they actually do take part. You do take part of this on their behalf. They basically trade your money while you're sleeping, guys. When your money's in a bank account, normally if you want to withdraw a certain amount a day, if you wanted to, withdraw a large amount, you've got to order your money. You've got to give the bank notice. I wonder why that is. Why is your money not just sat there waiting for you to come and, I thought it was your money. I thought you could have access, to it whenever you want. You worked hard for it on that 95%, that left side of the quadrant. You worked hard for it. Now you've got to phone the bank and, give them notice to make sure that your money's in your account. Sounds strange, right? Looks like somebody might be doing something with your money, so they need notice to put it back in your account. Interesting. Well, here at Rich University, we are partnered with the #1 Forex digital currency educational platform in the whole world. We only partner with the best. Here, when you come to Rich, you'll understand that Rich stands for Royal, Inspirational, Courageous, and Humble. And anything that you do at a royal level, it's always the best of the best. And what you can see before you is IM Mastery Academy. And the CEO of this company, Christopher Terry, he is no newbie to this game, guys. He has 30 years of experience. We're directly partnered with his elite level of tools and software, $1 million software that you will have access to through Rich University. Now, they have an amazing relationship. Remember, I said that we stand on 3 solid pillars, and one of those is relationships. And our founder, Dr. China Bethley, and her husband, Logic Mix, they have a direct relationship. They can pick up the phone and call, Christopher Terry anytime, and his wife there, Isis De La Torre, the CFO of this company. They founded this company in 2013, and it's operating now in over 120 countries. Guys, that's a big deal. I don't know, a lot of things that, you might hear and might be presented with, they've not really been in operation for over 7 years and managed to be debt-free. That means that they don't owe anybody. So if they don't owe anybody, you're not going to get involved and owe anybody either. And that's an amazing achievement. So what do you get inside this private community? You get, like I said, you get $1 million mentorship from the greats, mentorship from 6- and 7-figure earners. You get to basically copy and paste and just tag along. They hold your hand and show you directly exactly how to play this game, how to play this $1 billion game. Don't worry, we'll teach you everything. I know it might sound a bit high level, but you get everything like you get everything taught to you. You get walked through everything. You get the support, engagement from our community. These beautiful brothers and sisters that you see on the screen before you, they're not just some kind of GIFs or stock images. They're actually our wealth partners. So when you come into this community, it's like a big hug. They'll give you recognition. They'll welcome you in. A lot of you have been working at jobs for umpteen years and never get recognized for the work that you put in. Well, welcome to the right side of money, guys, where you get recognized for every single achievement in this space. We have live events when the world opens back up. You know, if you're in Manchester right here, we have live events here. No matter where you are, where you're connecting from, you know, go ahead and connect back with the person. I can guarantee that there's a live event in your city happening right under your nose that you don't even know about. So you can go and actually, you know, connect with people in the flesh. We are real people, guys. So I'm not just a voice. We are real. We have online events such as this one where you can go ahead and connect from anywhere in the world and connect others too as well. You don't have to, you know, explain all this or reinvent the wheel. We have everything, you know, right here for you. Oh, the nightclub, the Rich University nightclub. This is one of our products, guys, exclusive to Rich University. Remember when I said we have those wealth partners and we have people that are going to lock hands with you and show you exactly what you're doing and how to do it? Well, this space in the nightclub where we get pipsy, not tipsy. And pips, all that means, that's your profit, baby. Pips is how we count money in the market. Just like when we count in time, we count it in seconds, minutes, and hours. When we count money in the market, we count it in pips. And when we come to the nightclub and the new release day club, which happens 2 p.m. GMT time every single day, well, Monday to Thursday, we come together and we get to share opportunities to basically grow our accounts. Even those of you who might be new to the platform, you'll be so surprised. I've seen people that have only been in this space yet a few weeks and are able to come into this platform and say, oh, Logic, do you want to check out, you know, is the pound ready for us to buy? Is the yen ready for us to sell? And he'll check it out for you. We'll show you how we got there. And we all make profit together, baby. It's an amazing experience. And I can't wait for you guys to be involved. And we have the legendary viral movement that is Tokyo, China. What am I saying? It sounds like I'm speaking a different language. Yes, I am. I'm speaking the language of money. Tokyo, China is one trade a night that comes out 3 to 4 times a week. It's a 300 pip move, 1,200 pips a week. Remember when I said your pips is your profit? Well, depending on how much you start your account with, you can grow your account 3% a day, which I don't know what bank account that you're with, but there's no one offering even 1% right now. I think we're down to what, about 0.5%? Bank of England cut interest rates again. So you put your £100 or your £200 or your £500 in your bank, come back end of the year, you might even have less than your £500, to be honest, but you're definitely not going to have that much more. You might have 501, not very exciting. So just imagine the opportunity, imagine the access, imagine the ability to be able to grow your money 3% a day, guys. And you don't even have to know what you do, and you just need to be able to copy and paste the trade that's directly sent to your phone. Oh, it gets better and better every time. So you might be thinking, right, okay, I get it, Miran. I just want to get started. Like, what do I do? What's the next step? Well, this is basically your options, what you have. We have several different academies like I've spoke about, and each of these academies you can have access to for as little as, well, $5.80 a day for you guys in the States, but we're here live from the UK. That's about £4.50. That's what a Happy Meal. I mean, I don't even know what's the cost. I don't eat at rancid Donald's anymore, but I don't know how much how much their meals are going for. But $4.50, that's literally a Starbucks. You know, it's not a big deal. A bus pass. I think bus passes are even more than that a day right about now. But for as little as that, it's $175 a monthly payment and a one-off of $235, which here in the UK works out about £175 to get started and about £135 a month. That's to have access to all the money apps, all the tools, the $1 million software. And if you don't know which academy to choose, you're thinking, well, you know, I'm new in this space. I just want everything. I'm that type of person who doesn't want to leave anything on the table. You can go ahead and get the elite package where you get the Forex academies, the digital currency academies, and the higher frequency academies with all of the plethora of tools available, all for $325 startup fee and $275 a month. I don't know where many of you guys, if you went to school, college, university, but the average cost of a yearly degree is about $4,500. It's about $4,500. There's a lot of, you know, students that might be on here that are about to embark onto the life of university, you know, after this summer break. a lot of you might need to trade for that tuition right about now, because it ain't cheap. It ain't coming cheap. Some of you guys in the States, I know it's about 20K a year to learn at a higher level. So, you know, to really have access to something that is going to cost you less than 2K for the whole year, it's amazing. Just to let you know, the average Forex course costs about 2 to 10K, and there's many people that I'm directly connected to that actually spent $10,000 on their education in Forex and are now in this space, and you're able to leverage what they already paid, you know, that they already paid thousands for. And if that wasn't enough, I mean, like I said, to me, it's already a steal. It's already a giveaway. But they even have a scholarship, guys. They're offering you the ability, if you share this with two or more people, as little as 2 people, they'll actually waive your subscription fee. So you get free education. And I don't know, again, which college, university you went to, but I shared my course. I went to the University of Salford, and I had a great time there. And I recommended it to many people. But not once did they pay me a penny. They didn't say, okay, for the rest of even the term. They didn't say, you know, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, waive, you know, Maren's subscription. She's done I'm going to waive her tuition. She's shared with so many people. No, I still paid. You know, many of you are still getting, they're still taking the tuition debt out of your paycheck right now. When you get that check, there's a little part at the bottom that says student loan. When you start earning a certain amount of money, oh yeah, they come back for theirs. There's many of you that are still in debt. I don't know how long we're going to keep doing the same thing, recommending the same thing to our kids and the kids of our kids that isn't actually working for us. So I mean, hint, hint, clue, clue, guys, you get a scholarship as well. Just if that wasn't enough, there's more money on the table. Somebody say more money. Drop more money in the chat. It must be Christmas, guys. I must be Mrs. Claus, because this is just a system that keeps giving and giving. And these are all options, guys. There's no obligation. But if you're the type of person like those business owners that say, you know what, I want to know what happens if I share with more than 2 people, you know? You can refer, learn, and earn. For every person you refer to the system that gets either the Forex, HFX, or digital currency package, they'll actually give you $25. $25, guys. And if you refer people and they get the elite package because they like maybe yourself want to have everything that is available, they'll pay you $50. And it doesn't even stop there. That's on top of a weekly residual. Now, I don't know if you remember, I said we stand on 3 solid pillars, and that second pillar that I spoke about was residual income. We're talking Michael Jackson money. We're talking when you make an album like Thriller or a song like Thriller and you're in your grave right now, and that is still paying you royalties, racks on racks and racks. You do something once and it pays you for a lifetime. That's the kind of thing we're talking about. And look, guys, I don't want to scare you. Some of you might be intimidated by this because this is not for everyone. I'm only talking to my business-minded people. Everybody else, you can go ahead and disconnect. I just want to talk about those people who are business-minded. And like the data already showed us, that's only 5% of the population. So I already know that isn't everybody on this call. But if, like myself, you guys are business-minded and are ready to get that bag for real, look at this, guys. When you've introduced 3 people, when you've shared this with 3 people, which is hard not to do, I mean, making money from your smartphone, try and keep your mouth shut, try and not share this. The system actually starts to pay you weekly. The first is $150 a month, which is $37.50 a week. That's for just introducing 3 people. And even if that was all you did, you basically just shown those 3 people basically how to get the bag, like you're getting the bag. You could do this by accident. Those 3 people, what do you think they're going to do? Those 3 will go and share with another 3 and more. And then when that happens, you actually have 12 people in your organization now. Yes, you have an organization. You have a digital franchise, guys. And that affords you $150 a week. That's $600 a month. And as you can see, it keeps going. The next level is $1,000 a month. And this runs up. I mean, the top isn't even 500. I see you see chairman around 500. All my chairmen drop 500 in the chat right now. All those chairmen that are running it up right now, try to run up a Billy. Right now, the highest rank in the company is chairman 750. And if you didn't think it was real, go ahead and Google my brother, 24-year-old Bryce Thompson. A real individual that you can see, smell, touch, 24 years old. He just hit this rank this week, $750K a month. I'm talking, I don't know if you heard what I just said. $750,000 a month. That's more than people even make, what, 5 years on their job? There's not many people making this kind of money out here. I don't even know what that is a week. I know 500 grand a month is 125K a week. So I don't know what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about, you know, impact. Those who work smart, those who basically, you also want to free the people. You want to come along and be the Harriet Tubman as well and go back and get the people. You know, it's not just fun for you. So somebody thought highly enough of you to bring you in. Don't break the chain. So that being said, guys, I think I can just go ahead and end it right there. We said yes to Forex, and we really believe that you should too. Welcome to Rich University and the right side of money. All you guys that might have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and get with the person who thought highly enough of you to bring you into this. Like I said again, my name is Miss Maren UK, and I'll see all you guys at the top because it's way too crowded at the bottom. Let's go!